This summer, a girl and his puma friend will
Hi, in this video I want to show you how you can create videos with custom characters and consistent scenes that really work with AI. So for that we will be using the platform videotok.app. So before starting, I want to show you this Disney movie poster. So here we have a lot of characters around this movie, and I want to show you how we can create a character like the main character of the movie and how we can use that character in our videos to have like those consistent characters when we create the videos. So I will go to videotok.app and I would click on create a video, and if you don't have an account you will have to create that account, and then you will come to this platform. Inside the platform you will have different options like personal brand, AI avatars, voice clones, and characters. So the two most important things to have these consistent characters is going to be creating a character, and the second one would be the personal brand. So let's go for the characters first, and here it will load all of our characters that we have created. So I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to click here and I'm going to say a name for this character. So this is going to be like a girl from the Enchant movie from Disney. So it could be something like this. So I'm going to call it Engirl. So that's the way that I can remember it later. And then we have two options. One is to upload an image. So if we want to use a character and we have an image of that character, we can upload that image directly here, or we can click on generate with AI and let's describe that character. So let's say 3D Pixar style, 3D cartoon girl, like the movie. She's from Mexico, the age you want, 12 years old, with glasses and colorful clothing. So with that explanation we can click on the button generate and the character will start to generate inside Videotok. Great, so here we have a character. It is quite similar to the result we wanted. So now I can close here the modal and our character will appear here. So we can use that character to create the consistent videos. And then we have a second option, that is the personal brand. This is super useful also to create consistent scenes and consistent characters, because if I click on personal brand and if I go to the bottom, we have these brand kits. These brand kits are super useful to have always the same image styles and to have always the same colors and everything. So for example, I'm going to create a brand kit from this image. I'm going to save the image. And now here in the brand kits, if I go to the bottom, I can click in add new style. So I'm going to call it Pixar movie. And then I'm going to upload the image here. And then I will click on generate. Now the AI is going to analyze this image and create all this color palette, all this visual style for me. So I'm just going to add also 3D cartoon and let's click on save. So we have now this brand kit that we can use to create these custom characters with the scenes and colors and style that we like. So the second option is going to go to the home again, and I'm going to create the video using the full automatic option. So I'm going to click here on create video and let's describe what we want. So let's click also on consistent character while I write the prompt, and I'm going to select here and select up to 2 characters, my character, Engirl. I did that just to remember the name of the character so we can put it in the prompt, a girl named Engirl that is in the forest while she discovers something amazing. Great. So now we can select the duration, the aspect ratio for this. So I'm going to go for a vertical one in this case, and I'm going to select around 60 seconds. We have a character, and then we can click on media style. This is super important because here we will determine if we want static AI images or if we want video scenes. In this case, I want video scenes. So I'm going to select high-low STD, the cheapest one, because it's also really good. And I'm going to click again because I want to show you something. If you look in the bottom, it says each scene is going to be 5 seconds. So if we want a video with 60 seconds, we have to be careful because we have to multiply these 5 seconds by the number of scenes to check if all the scenes are going to cover all 4 video. In this case, I always like to add 2-3 more scenes than the number of seconds that I need, just to have more margin to work with the scenes and also to have more options. So I'm going to add 3 more scenes in this case. And then for the video talk style, I'm going to change it and I'm going to go with Pixar. In this case, I'm going to remove the narration because I don't want any narration. I just want the images moving. But you can also let the narration on, select the voice that you prefer, and videotok will do 2 steps if we have the narration on. If we click with the narration, first we will have a script that we can modify, and that will be what the AI is going to narrate and speak. In this case, I'm going to remove that and I'm going to click on generate video. Now videotok, instead of the script, is going to give me the image prompts. So with these image prompts are going to be each one of the videos that the AI is going to generate, so we can review them and modify them before accepting them. Great, once we have all the image prompts, we can go bottom and click on create video. And like this, automatically videotok will start to generate our full video. This is something amazing. Second step, I want to show you these kind of images that I saw inside X. These images are amazing. The style, the colors, the white backgrounds and everything. I really like them. So I want to create videos like this also. So in this case, how we can do it is I'm going to download this image. I'm going back to videotok, and while our video is generating, I'm going to go back again to personal brand. Here in personal brand, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go with brand kits, add new style and water images. Just add a name and add the image on the upload panel and click on generate. So hand-drawn illustrations with watercolor texture, white backgrounds, just improve it a little bit, minimal design, images on the center with a lot of white background around. Soft ambient lighting, the color palette, and let's click on save. So now I'm going to use this option to create a video with these styles. So I'm going to go to create video, fully automated AI video, and let's select the brand, right? Once we select the brand, we have all these styles here. So I can select water images to select this option to create the videos in this topic. So now let's go with the story. A boy that dreams with becoming an F1 driver. So the duration, in this case, I'm going to go with an horizontal video, 60 seconds. And here in the media style, now we have more options because I didn't select consistent characters, but the AI from videotok is that good that even that I didn't select consistent characters, the characters are going to be really consistent. They are not going to be 100% perfect, but they are going to be 90% perfect. So in this case, we can do the same, or static images or video scenes. I'm going to go with video scenes, and I'm going to select the Hailuo 2 model. Then we can have this option for the voice narration. In this case, I'm going to remove it also, because I really like the videos that don't have any narration on top. But if you want a narration on top of the video, you can select it. And then let's click on generate video. But before it, remember, depending on the duration of the video, you can create less scenes. So in this case, I just have 30 scenes here. I'm going to remove it for 15. So in this case, it's going to be much cheaper also to create. Great, once we have all the image prompts generated, we can check all the prompts. And here we can see hand-drawn illustration with watercolors, texture, etc. So this is really what we want. So this is the style that I selected. Let's go down and let's click on create video. So now our both videos will be generating. Perfect. While the videos generate, I want to show you a third option that we have to create consistent videos with consistent scenes and consistent characters. And this option is going to be starting with an empty editor. We can find it here on create video, or if we go to the home, we can see it also here on create video from scratch. I'm going to click on it and let's start to create our video. The good thing about videotok is that we have an editor with a lot of AI possibilities to create the videos. And here we have the My Media section with all the images, all the videos, everything we have created, and we can use one of those images to start creating our consistent scenes video. Or we can search for stock content, or we can upload directly our content. So here in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating first an image, and from that image, we will create our full video with consistent characters and consistent scenes. Let me show you. So first, let's create an image saying, okay, 3D Pixar animation style, 3D cartoons, a girl from Mexico, let's say 12 years old, like movie in Shan. She's in the forest and finds a puma. Perfect. So with this prompt, we can generate our image. If we click on the word Seed Dream, we can see all the AI models and select the AI model that we prefer more. In this case, I'm just going to go with Google Imagen for Fast, and I'm going to click on Generate Image. You can select the aspect ratio that you prefer. In this case, I'm going to do an horizontal one. So the image will be generating right here. Once the image is generated, I want to show you something super cool that Videotok has. So from it, we will be able to generate these consistent scenes. Great. The image is generated. We have it here. I love it. From it, I'm going to click on the image. And here where it says image to video, I'm going to go to storyboard. And here in storyboard, what Videotok is going to do is it is going to generate automatically for me 8 different images in 4 different scenarios, 4 different movements to have these consistent scenes in our storyboard. So we can start to create our video, how it looks. So in this case, I'm going to move the image from here in the gallery to the editor, so we can start looking at how the full movie is going to look and how it's going to appear. So here, all the images one by one, once they are generated, they will start appearing here. So we can see that, for example, in the first image, we had this close shot up, and then we have a more white one. Also, once we have all the images right here, we can look at each one and start creating our movie scene. So in this case, I'm going to go to the contrary. So here it goes from close up to one that it's more outside. So I'm going to put the first one, the outside one. Then I'm going to move the close up. Then let's do it from behind so we can align everything in our editor. And let's do it from the upper view also. And then we have a close up. So here, if we can click on play, we will see all the images one by one, and we can edit it more. Like, for example, I can select the final one, and in the final one, we can say, okay, let's do, or from the final one or another one. I'm going to think, on which is the better way to tell our story. So they are, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. I'm going to animate it. So I'm going to select the high, low, 0 to fast. And I'm going to say, okay, the necklace starts lining. Let's correct it. Starts lining and starts shining. Better. Starts shining and becomes super blue. Right. So let's do that. So I'm going to start animating the scenes that I want. So in this case, I'm going to get this view and I'm going to say, oh, again, what I want. So the girl and the puma are super surprised. So in this case, I'm going to get the ones that they are looking to the sky and say first cut and second cut. This is super useful because what we can do with some models like this one from Hailuo is to say, first, I want something, and secondly, I want that something different happens in the video scene. And we have to be careful that in this case it's going to be 6 seconds, but we want a longer one, we can have the 10 seconds. So in this case, let's say camera close up to the girl, second camera close up to the puma. And let's do something different. Again, also we have this one here. So I'm going to select it and say camera zooms out. Just that thing, camera zooms out. And from one of the video generations, we will get also something super cool. Like, for example, this one. We have this animation already. Let's check it. Wow. Okay, I like it. I'm going to select this and I'm going to do extend video and extract last frame. This is free, and with this Videotok will give me the last image, and with the last image, I will be able to do something super cool. So this is a way we can do it to have these consistent scenes and have also the video longer. So now that we have the image to video, I'm going to select a better model and I'm going to select add coming soon end screen. Just something like that. Add a coming soon end screen. Something super cool. And now that the videos are being generated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace my images with the videos. So if I do this, I will click on replace and I'm going to start replacing one by one my images. This one I think is the white one. Let's check it, the animation. Wow, perfect. I really like it. And then I will modify some things. So here we have all the animations. So here we have the first close up to the girl and to the puma. Great, this is lovely. I really like it. Here we have also this zoom out. Perfect. I really like it. And lastly, we have, yeah, I didn't modify this one. So this one, I didn't want it. I just wanted the zoom out. So in this case, we have the girl here. Then let's do it from the background. Then looking to the sky. Then let's add the animation here. And finally, we will add the last scene. But you can check how it is looking. Great. But we can do more things. Like for example, if we want to add sound effects here, we can come to the sound effects options here and we have some ambient and different ones, or we can select the videos that we have and do video to sound. And here we say add sound effects, and Videotok will add the sound effects automatically with AI, and then we can replace those videos. But I'm going to add some ambient ones directly. So bird singing, I'm going to add these ones, and I'm going to add different ones like one, two. Perfect. I'm going to add this one, and then we can move these things here. So we can also zoom in the editor to perfect this cut. And what I'm going to do later is put this volume much lower, just to 5%, and this one to 30%. And then I'm going to add a last sound effect. I'm going to select the video with the animation. So this one, add sound effects. So I'm going to add the sound effects directly here. Same with this video. Once it has the sound effects, we can replace it. So here we can click on replace, change the volume of the video. In this case, I'm just going to put it much lower. And here we have also our last screen with the end screen. Let's check it, how it looks. Perfect. And let's add sound effects to that one also. Let's say you want to add a voice or a text here. We can come to the text section and add the text directly here in Videotok. So if I click here, we have the text. I can move that layer up, and here we have the text that we can move in our editor. So you want to add text, we can do also that thing. Or here if we want to add a voice. So for example, this summer, and I'm going to search for Santa. This is a voice I really like. So I'm going to add like different voices that a narrator could do, or we can just paste our script here and the voice will do it. And we can do here different voices. We will see that they are being added here to the editor and we can modify them. So in this case, we can modify all the voices here. So let's do it here in the change. Perfect.
A girl with
Great. So here we have all the voices and everything. And here we have the videos with the sound effects. So I will just replace them. Here I will change the volume to 40%, and here to 40%. Perfect. So here we have our video. We can modify it a little bit. So for example, we know that each scene is going to be 5 seconds. So we can change it here. This one I'm going to do it 4 seconds. Then let's move this one, and here let's check where pauses here. Perfect, around here. So I'm going to do it here. Sometimes it doesn't get at the beginning, so we can move it in different ways. So, or you can zoom in and Videotok will save it directly. So let's do this also. Check it here. Perfect. And let's move this here. Check this, how it looks here. Perfect. I'm going to finish it here. I don't want more. And finally, the last thing. Great. And let's reduce it to the coming soon. Perfect. We can do it a bit bigger up to here. And let's reduce this sound. So here we have our video that we did from zero and we can watch it already. I'm going to click on export video and the video will be ready. We can download it once it's ready and start publishing it online. So second thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the voice here just to be starting with the scene change. Great, here, perfect. And I will export it again. Okay, let's go back to the videos that we generated. If I come to all videos, here we have the 2 videos that we generated first and we can watch them. So here we have the first video with our consistent character. Remember, we didn't add any narration on top of it, but we can add it. So here we have this story and we can change everything we want about the story. Like, for example, if we don't really like a scene or something, we can modify it. So just remember that you have the full power here in the editor, like we did with the other one. So for example, this second thing, I don't really like it. I'm going to close it here. Let's check this one. Okay, this one, I don't really like it. I'm going to remove it and we can put this one here. So sometimes some scenes are not going to be perfect, but we can change them and have the full control inside the editor. Here we have this. It's really, really nice. And let's check this. Okay, I'm going to stop it here. This is scene. Let's move this one. Let's see. I don't know if I really want that scene and this one. I think we can finish it just with this sense. And if you want to modify anything, so here in this case, I'm going to replace this last thing and put it here. Great. And then if you want to modify something, remember that always on the left, we can select this, get, for example, the extend video, get the last frame, and start modifying it and doing changes with it. Also, we can edit the images and everything. If you would like that we create a video on how to edit those images, just let me know. And let's check our last video. So here we had this full animation that with this style of watercolor and white background. You can check that even if the animations, it wasn't without a consistent character, the character is really, really similar and we can have these styles always. And this is something super cool that we can do. We can modify, we can add the sounds, we can add the music, we can add a lot of things to our videos and have these styles. And always you can also add some music. So you can convert to the audio. If you click here, the music will be added and then you can change it, modify, and everything. So this is how to create consistent characters and consistent scenes inside Videotok. If you would like to learn more, remember here in the media gallery, you can do a lot of things. So hope you like it and let us know if you would like to learn how to do other things or how to have an image from here and say, okay, I want to modify that image. I want to do the character that does something different, and we will help you to do that also. So hope you like it and see you inside Videotok.